Welcome back to the Blue Review. Greg Bergen, and with me today is Travis Rogers. No Clinton Yates today, no big CY. The Blue Review is presented by Los Angeles International Airport, where changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. Trav, you are the perfect person to talk to this today because we talk every single morning about the Dodgers.
Yeah, this is an iPad in front of us this time.
We get to record it this time.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So Dodgers lose 2-3 to the Yankees. I'm actually not as upset as I thought I would be after this.
Yeah.
Because the pitching staff was actually really, really good. Clayton Kershaw was good on Friday. Michael Grove really only gave up 2 hits that were home runs on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And Bobby Miller is the ace in the making.
Bobby Miller looked so good that you almost need to kind of temper your expectations, right? That it wasn't just that he's pitched well for the 3rd consecutive time. He gets a little better each time. Yep. And he's not just going out there just blowing guys away because he throws 100, which he does. He's getting guys out because he knows what he's doing, and he throws 100 on top of it. The Yankees are a really good team. He had a little bit of a rocky first inning there. After that, he was absolutely rock solid. The Dodgers starting pitching, as weird as it's been with all the guys coming in and out of the rotation based on injury, has been weird, but that hasn't been their problem. It's been the fact that the offense kind of comes and goes at times. They kind of go as the top goes. And their bullpen yesterday, Gratterall in particular, I think just makes some bad decisions. But get that squared away, they're in a really good spot.
They are. And a couple things that you said there is that the top of the order was a problem. That was the first time this season that all 4 guys did not get a hit at the top when it went, it goes Mookie, Freddie, Will Smith, and Max Muncy. None of them got a hit. And
and again, when you score 1 run, you're going to lose. And they're going to score runs based on what the top of that order does. And like you said, yesterday was the first time they literally did nothing. Martinez had his home run, but they're okay. It's one of those things. They've been winning just about every series that they play in. They didn't win this one. Yankees are a good team. Dodgers are a good team. It just, it's one of those things. It's not a big deal.
No, it's not a big deal at all. And I'm actually, the offense has actually been really good recently. Yeah. It was really Freddie that's been really bad. He got 1 hit in that entire series.
Yeah, well, what did he have? A 20-some-odd game hitting streak coming into
and then
it?
Just
stopped. Welcome to Major League Baseball. That even a guy like Freddie, and he had a couple of balls hard that just went right at guys. They're in a good spot. They just, I'm incredibly bullish on Miller. Grove was fine. Yeah. Let's see it again. But it's just, they take a day off, get ready for the next one against the Reds. But the Yankees look good. Judge is an absolute monster.
Well, let's get to Judge in just a second. Yeah. But if Michael Grove didn't see Jake Bauers, I think they would have been just fine because Bauers took him out of the yard twice for those 4, and they still almost came back and won that game.
That's a good point. I think of all, we could talk about the fact that they got a couple of MVPs and Mookie and Freeman and guys like that. And you got Kershaw's pitching at a high level. You got the kids. They're gritty. Like they really don't ever roll. Like even last night when they give up they're down 1-0, they tied at 1. You still have that sense that, they're still kind of in the game, even though they're running out of outs. That's not, last year's probably the wrong example because they were just so good. They won 111, but that grit grind thing is something that they haven't needed for the last couple of seasons. They had needed this season, and I think it'll bear really well for them when you get into the postseason because that's not something they've had to do, and they can do it this year.
Yeah, this is a team that's actually built really well. And you had Oral Hershiser with you last week, which was awesome in the studio. If you missed it, go to the YouTube and watch the Oral talk.
I had full nerd mode, geeked out. It was awesome.
No, and he was talking about what Bobby Miller can do, and it's a lot of these pitching staffs, and they were saying, Bobby Miller, when we were talking afterwards, he has that one pitch that's 100 miles an hour, but it's not that one pitch that he has. He has 4 other secondary pitches that he's throwing really well, and he's throwing to his spots.
Yeah, he was. I was reading some quotes that he said after yesterday's game where he's talking about that he was landing that slider, that this is something that he's just started working on, and he struck out, 7 guys in 6 innings, and he just started. I think he got 11 swings and misses on the slider. That if that's him developing a pitch, I'd hate to see when it's developed to go with everything else. He's fantastic, and just knock on wood that he stays healthy because he's as good as I've seen in a really long time.
See, it's funny because he probably could have gone out for the 7th inning. He was around 85 pitches, somewhere around there.
They're going to miss on the low side.
Yeah,
they're and why not? Right? The Dodgers are going to be in the playoffs, barring something super weird happening.
Why put them in this game?
You've already, May is gone, Urias is gone. Bueller is gone. You've got all these guys that are down. The last thing you need is to really hit the gas with this guy this early in his career.
Yeah, and instead you get Gratterall, who for some reason feels like he has an error every single outing at this point. I don't understand what he's doing.
He's playing defensively like he's a shortstop. It's like, dude, catch it, set your feet, and make a throw. If it's not there, put it in your back pocket and go to the next guy and strike him out. That inning is totally different if he puts that ball away. I get it. He is a really good athlete. He can do some things, but there's just bad decisions. And that's 2 times in a row that he's made a terrible defensive decision.
And they lost because of it.
They did, and it certainly put him in a weird spot. I have just as much concern of the guy out there. There's always traffic. There's always guy on base when he pitches. Never mind him making a throwing error every game. Why are there 1 or 2 guys on every single inning? Miller throws 100. Gratterall throws 100. Miller never has traffic. Graphic always has traffic. Gratterall always has traffic. It's
just the type of guy that he is. It is a mystery.
Yeah.
And it's too bad because he has such power, such speed, and he throws off-speed pitches too to like back them up, and yet he can't get swings and misses.
No, I don't know.
He did get 2 strikeouts last night, but it really wasn't like it didn't feel like it.
He's not a guy that comes in and you feel like it's going to go bang, bang, bang.
Nope.
You almost never like that. Like Evan Phillips comes in, and more often than not, it's kind of quick, and he's not that guy. And I think of all the moves that are coming, we got a month or so, 2 months until the trade deadline. The Dodgers finding somebody to pitch out of that bullpen, I think, is at the top of the list.
Huge. But somebody that does go bang, bang, bang is Aaron Judge when he bangs into walls. My God, I thought there was a door there. Did you know there wasn't a door right there? And he actually banged through the full wall? It was insane. What is he? This guy's a monster.
Dave Roberts had the line. He goes, they shouldn't have gone out to check on him. They should have gone out to check on the gate. And it was, he's so big and he's so strong and he's so athletic. And we know that he hits all the home runs. We saw one this weekend as well. But the crazy part is he's become a really good outfielder.
Yeah.
Like he's robbing a home run, it seems like once a week or so. That catch was the difference in that game, the Dodgers winning that game or not.
They would have at least tied it up at that point.
Absolutely. And he won the game for them with his glove and his right shoulder smashing into the gate the way
he pushed through that thing.
Can you imagine? That dude is so big. He's so good, and he seems like a pretty good dude. I don't root for the Yankees, but I kind of do find myself rooting for him.
That's because he's just an easy guy to root for. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Trav. Really appreciate it. That'll do it for the Blue Review. Thank you to LAX, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.